So this here is the Thieye T5 Edge action camera. Is it just another action camera? Yes. So what's so special about it? Probably the value. So for a little over $100 US, you get a very decent action camera that shoots in 4K along with a ton of accessories, and that includes the underwater housing. I've seen so many other brands of action cameras that offer this as an additional purchase, and I really appreciated that this comes standard with the camera package. Apart from the housing, other notable accessories include a GoPro style quick release mount with two base plates. So one of them is flat and the other one is ever so slightly curved. Both are adhesive. You also get a nice little black pouch for all your accessories, and it also comes with a wireless remote control with voice recognition. The remote comes with a wristband so you can tie around your hand while you're out doing some action, so we can hit a button on that remote to start or stop recording a video. It also has a photograph button, so we can hit that to take a still. In terms of the voice recognition, however, I've had no luck with it. It just hasn't worked correctly for me. But for me, that's really more of a gimmick. I'm perfectly fine without voice recognition for my action camera. The only accessory I wish they included was a suction cup mount. Unfortunately, that does not come standard with the camera package. I had to go and get one myself. Suction cup mount would be really great. So the design of the camera is pretty obviously based off of GoPros in terms of the button placement and just the overall design interface of the camera. But because it does not have a touchscreen, navigation between menus can be a little bit tricky. It's definitely something you have to get used to. Other than that, the screen is actually pretty decent. It's pretty bright enough for you to see in bright sunlight, and it also has a very good viewing angle, so I'm perfectly fine with the screen. Video quality is not too bad at all for an action camera. It does 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second, and if you want 120 frames per second, that's at 720p. It records onto micro SD cards, and it has some features that you would expect from an action camera, such as built-in distortion correction. So it does reduce your field of view a little bit like most distortion correction does, but it does a great job at just that. It also has EIS, electronic image stabilization. Now personally, if you ask me, I'm not a fan of EIS, but it's there as an option. It also has a low light mode for you to get better images in low light by increasing the exposure time at the expense of choppy looking footage. Now what's interesting about the T5 Edge is it also has a drive mode, which essentially allows you to use your action camera as a pretty overkill dash cam. So how drive mode works is once you have it enabled and it detects USB power, that's after you hook it up to your car charger, which is not included. Once it detects USB power, it will automatically boot up the camera and start recording a video. However, I probably wouldn't recommend using this as a dash cam because one, it does get pretty hot after recording a long drive, and two, unlike a conventional dash cam, once the memory card fills up, it just stops recording. A dash cam should be able to overwrite your old recordings so it has a continuous loop of record. This just cuts off. So yes, you can use your action camera to record that special someone who cut you off on your way to work. So there is a mobile companion app for Thieye action cameras. It's available on both iOS and Android, and it actually works very, very well. It connects via Wi-Fi and it's very, very useful. But the only issue I have regarding this is there's no way to see a live preview image on the actual camera screen once you have it connected to your mobile app. So the preview is only viewable on your mobile app and the camera just stops showing the preview. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this action camera. Very affordable price point for a very full-fledged action camera. So if you're interested in buying a Thieye T5 Edge action camera for yourself for just over $100, do get it from GearBest, which is our sponsor for this video. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested. So any questions and comments, just leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.